All right, got a POPS ASA here, PE. Gonna disassemble and reassemble this. Can be a bit tricky. I've got a 3/32 Allen key here, and that's what we're gonna use to get the air fitting on and off. It's machined inside of there to accept this. So you stick that guy down in there, and then you just unscrew like you would any other bolt. That comes off. It's got a O-ring seal on the back of it. All right, now that we have that fitting off, we're gonna get the on-off action piece taken off of here. So you just press this down, slide it all the way forward, and then, so that's just the ball piece there. You just slide it in all the way forward, press it down even harder than you would normally. Let's see if I can get my fingernails to do it. And then you're gonna try and get it all the way in there. I might have to use an Allen key on this, but you're gonna slide it even farther forward. You'll see it'll go down in, and like this other side will pop out just a bit farther. There we go. And then you'll feel it slide past a certain point. And then I think I should be able to just push, or I'm gonna pull the on-off action piece out. And that allows this to fall out. So now we got the two main like body pieces disconnected. And then all that sits in here is this, there's this one metal piece with two rubber O-rings on it. Grab my dental pick. I'm gonna take the O-ring off of the one side here. There's O-ring came off. So now we can slide this metal piece off here. See, that's all that is. It's just a metal rod. And then we have down inside of there, that's your on-off action. That's pressing your tank pin. That again is got a Allen key to it. Let's try our 1/8 here. I think we need a little bit bigger. .9/64's not doing it. 5/32 it's gonna be. And look, I already had that one out. 5/32 goes down inside of there, and then you just unscrew that. And if you have, like me, an Allen key that's got a ball end and like a flat end, you're gonna wanna use your flat end in there to get it out, because you don't get that much room to grip it on. And then you can use your smaller Allen key to push it out. Well, nope, that's not gonna work. I can't grab that. I'm gonna get some needle nose pliers. So I have it unscrewed, so I'm just gonna get in there with my needle nose pliers to pull the fitting out. So there's the fitting that goes down in there. You can see that this here, sorry, this little pin that slides into the Allen key side, and that has an O-ring on the back end, an O-ring in the center. So I'm gonna reassemble now. So same reverse action of taking this thing apart. I'm gonna put that pin down into this fitting, just push it down in there. This is gonna go back into the body. Just gonna drop that down in, push it till it stops, and then use my 5/32 Allen key to thread this thing in. All right. Now we have the got to get this on-off kind of pin with the O-rings on it that sit on here back in. So I'm going to drop that in here, and you can see that moves that pin that pushes the tank pin in. So we're going to drop that in there, and I'll have to toss the O-ring back on the other side. So I'll just hold this, flip it over, slap the O-ring back over it. I'm going to push the O-rings down a little bit tighter. All right. So we got that O-ring, the pin sitting back in there. Now we're going to slide this body back on, so it goes on the same way, kind of the grooves fit on there. So it looks like it's working, but we got to slide it out a ways. I don't know if you can see there, until like your holes line up for this metal pin, your push pin with the spring on it. You're gonna shove that down in there. All right, and you're gonna have to kind of shove it in there a bit farther than you normally would. You can see it's coming out the side there, and I don't know if I quite have that in far enough. I'm gonna have to use my Allen key again to shove that down in there. Just a bit farther. And then you can start sliding it back, and it gets past a lock position, and then it doesn't come past forward. That piece won't pop out. All right, and then the last piece is the fitting to get that on there. And so I'm just gonna start hand threading this, and then I'll use my 3/32 Allen key to tighten that back up. This one you gotta use that long end, but that's O-ring. You don't really have to worry about Loctite on there. That's just an O-ring fitting, but that's disassembly and reassembly of your Pops ASA.